It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. I didn't want to talk Taylor Swifter on this podcast, but we have no choice. Top story of the day. Not the only one, though. We're going to continue talking about Russell Brand. An investigation is underway. Update you on the latest. Plus, Usher named to the Super Bowl halftime show. A lot of football here. Football Monday recap day. And Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, huge story. I think I have a take that's not popular that I'll share with you all because I love you. Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde finalized their divorce. There is a shockingly crazy number attached to this. Ron DeSantis and Gavin Newsom will debate. We'll give you the details on that. Plus, I got a Philly recap for you. Spent the weekend in Philadelphia, and I don't believe it went well. Not for me, at least. All that and more coming up on this episode. I don't know. I got Taylor Swift in my head. I got Manic Monday in my head. I got it all. Hello, Laura, Will, Aussie Annie, Miss Justice, Raven, Bird, Victoria, Rhoda, Onion. What up, everybody in the live chat? Hello to my replay crew. Love you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share, hashtag, algorithm. Do all the things, but hit the like button, damn it, because that's super important. We need that for the algorithm, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or Spotify, wherever you're watching or listening from. Thank you. When is Frankie back? I thought he was going to be back on this episode. I got the most hysterical recap from his wife on their Alaskan trip. He let me know Wednesday. Wednesday's the big comeback day. I think it takes 47 hours to get back from Alaska, and then another 37 hours to recuperate from your Alaska trip. So Frankie's doing okay, I believe. He's either going to come on or his wife texted because she floated on the door while he sunk to the bottom and froze to death and drowned. I'm not sure yet. Either way, there'll be an answer on Wednesday's episode, so stick around for that. Let's jump right into the day's news. We'll start it off with Russell Brand. As this saga continues, I feel as if, and I think it's a big story still, but I feel as if the mainstream media kind of given up on this. It feels like it's been pushed to the back of who really cares. Yet I feel like every day we still get a little bit of a new tidbit here, which continues to make this interesting. Either way, I'm going to give you a couple things of an update. The investigation is underway that, according to the Sun over in the UK, they said that authorities are now looking into these allegations and things are underway and things are moving because of the numerous attacks that were reported from 2003 to 2013. Russell Brand is officially under investigation. There was a documentary put together over in the UK all about this. So we got the article, I believe it was a week ago, maybe a little bit more, and everybody read it. There is a video documentary that will go along with that. It's from Channel 4 over in the UK. I'm going to put it over in the live chat right now. And if you're watching on the replay, it'll be in the description for you. There it goes. It just went out in case you want to bookmark that, go back and take a look. See, it's over an hour. I have to admit, I haven't watched it yet. It came out yesterday. I was on my way back from Philly. More on that in a moment. Cuddles will join us to talk about that. In fact, Cuddles, are you there?
I am here.
There you go. So we're going to recap Philly and our trip in a little bit. But we were on our way back driving in what seemed like an endless amount of rain. So I did not get to see this Russell Brand in plain sight documentary, but I will take a look at it. It's in the live chat, like I said, description. So it's all there for you guys if you want to watch on your own. and form your own opinion. I believe it's going to be a lot of not a lot, at least a couple of the victims. I know one's like, they do the thing where they kind of like show the shadow, they shoot it from behind, it's lit from behind, but you can't see the face. I think it's going to be all that kind of stuff. So, but at least you'll get to hear the victims, perhaps see, and then make your own, come to your own conclusions on what exactly happened there. Still so many wild stories about Russell Brand, though, and all this kind of stuff. People talking about he exposed himself during like radio interviews and did all this kind of wacky stuff. The problem with that, and again, this is not a defense, Cuddles, of him, but the problem with that is he is a comedian.
Yeah.
So some of this stuff can be misconstrued and look really bad now, but at the time is kind of fun and innocent. Like, I forget who the actress was on whatever late night talk show, but he grabbed her and like put her on his lap, and everybody made like the biggest deal out of that for like a day and a half, 2 days, until the young actress, I forget, maybe it was Catherine McPhee. It doesn't even matter. And then she like had to come out and be like, it wasn't that big of a deal. He was fine. There's nothing inappropriate here.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be a bunch of stuff like that. Like, he's a comedian. He's going to say inappropriate things. Like, there was one story where he told, here's the headline. Russell Brand tells 15-year-old to have a sex party. All right. Doesn't sound great, right? It sounds horrific. But then, like, I read the transcript and it was like, he was like, are you going to have a Barbie party? You're going to have a music party? Like, what? She was like, no. He's like, well, then why don't you have a sex? Like, it was kind of like a throwaway, stupid, silly line. It wasn't like he's like, oh, are you 15? Do you want to have a sex party? Like,
yeah.
It wasn't delivered as creepy as it appears, as you think it is when you read the headline, Russell Brand tells 15-year-old have a sex party,
Yeah.
So there's little things, little idiosyncrasies like that. I will say, and I feel like I'm personally involved in this now at this point, because a couple of hours ago, Kathy Griffin reared her ugly, disgusting face into this when she like outright celebrated the news that Russell Brand was being investigated because, according to her, a friend of hers was groped by Russell Brand. So, okay, that may be, and that's horrible for the friend. I knew it wasn't her right away because nobody in their right mind would touch her. She's just the most disgusting human being on the planet. Yeah. Does anybody, besides Rosie O'Donnell, I mean, have you honestly found a human being that enjoys Kathy Griffin?
No, not at all.
Not one. It's not even close. This is my list of shitty people. Hitler, Jeffrey Epstein, Kathy Griffin. That's my 1, 2, and 3. Now, I know there's a lot of other mean people there, but if you'll notice, when I did my hand gestures, I left a little space for who. I forgot about so-and-so.
A little.
We'll throw some other people in there if we need to. But right now, as I'm annoyed on a Monday podcast, that's going to be my top 3. I just can't stand Kathy Griffin. It's her face. It's everything she says. It's her face. Most of what she stands for, all of her material, and also her face. I don't know if I mentioned that.
No, but it's clear.
There's nothing about it that's appealing whatsoever. If we ever got into a situation where we needed to do a prisoner exchange with another country, right? Didn't Biden just do that and got a whole bunch of trouble? I propose we throw Kathy Griffin in as our person to get a prisoner back. It's the least she could do, and the only way she could do anything somewhat redeemable.
Take one for the team.
Christine is using half your... Christine said, oh God, Kathy is such a twat. Yuck. To which Onion replied, that's twat waffle.
She's a twat waffle.
She's a big time twat. I just do not like her.
Yep.
Look at this, TD Freelancer. I agree with you. I think 100%. I'm glad to know we have other Kathy Griffin haters because she stinks so bad.
Yeah, ugh.
Oh, I don't like her. Right? Nobody likes her. Anyway, I also don't think it's good. Like, here's my other issue with it too. It's like, okay, be like, oh yeah, I knew that, or you could be like, oh, I think he's gonna get what he has coming to him. But that's like in context. Like if we have Kathy Griffin on the podcast and we think about all this Russell Brand stuff, and she goes, oh, I'm glad he got his comeuppance because he grew up with a friend of mine. Okay, fine. But she like jumps onto Instagram and is like, it's about time, Russell. Like, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you.
Yep.
You know, like you don't need to insert yourself into this whole thing and like clout chase this thing.
Sometimes I really hate social media.
Sometimes I really hate Kathy Griffin
I know.
and her face. Anyway, so the documentary is out. Kathy Griffin stinks. We talked about, here's the last part of this update. So we talked about on the last podcast that he's doing Rumble, which is like that private peer-to-peer, like OnlyFans kind of a thing.
Okay.
You know, like some of the other ones that are like it's not like out like Discord and all that. Like it's not public. It's just you go straight to your fans and they're the only people who could see it and you pay for it. So I guess Rumble, also does advertising. And again, I'm learning about Rumble. Like 15, 16 years on the internet, Cuddles, and you'd think I'd heard of all the things, but apparently there's a huge thing called Rumble and I don't know about it. Who knew? But Rumble, besides being peer-to-peer, is also, I guess, taking advertising, and now Burger King is facing calls for a boycott after they yanked their ads from Rumble shortly after the Russell Brand broadcast that Russell Brand was staying on Rumble and that Rumble was not going to kick Russell Brand off after that idiot from the government wrote Rumble and was like, aren't you going to ruin this guy's life before he gets proven guilty? So in a knee-jerk reaction, which I never think is good, Burger King is saying that it is removing its advertisements from Rumble. And there's a couple of others too. ASOS and HelloFresh are also pulling out of Rumble because of Russell Brand. Again, cancer culture at its worst, right? Like, if the guy is guilty, he's guilty. Let us get there.
Mhm.
If it just turns out, I feel like he's guilty. I don't know.
I know that, but there's a lot of people that live in glass houses that are throwing stones that should not be doing that.
Yeah, like, I think he's guilty. But that being said, I don't think you should try and ruin his life yet. I don't think you should try and, prevent him from making money yet. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I don't want to put Russell Brand in my movie because it might kill, the opening box office and all that. Okay, I'm fine with that. Again, if his managers want to drop him, I'm fine with all that. If you don't want to do business with the guy, that's one thing. But to just then start taking it out on a social media platform because he hasn't done anything wrong yet or broken their rules yet, and they don't want to jump the gun and penalize. Like, what if he gets proven innocent and then he just comes back and sues all these?
Yeah, but it's not only just about him. People are pulling out. There are other people on this platform, other people that work for this company. You're going to affect them too. Isn't it like now sponsors are backing out? Who knows if the platform will,
Right.
continue? Like, there's a lot of other people that can be affected. You could put out a statement like Bergie could say, "We do not support him. We don't, but we, we support other people that are using the platform." Like, you don't want to hurt everyone because of one person.
Great point. It's a knee jerk reaction, and you're right. It might. Who knows what else it might screw up for people.
Yeah, who knows? There's always someone else that's going to be affected by it, and it's sad.
Because again, not to be a Kathy Griffin here, but there was a time where YouTube was great for revenue share, and they paid their creators really well, and it was a helpful place. And then all these people started complaining about this one and that one and the other thing, and next thing you know, it hurts people like us, who are just trying to pump out just trying to do a gig, just trying to do a job, So, all right, Bird's got a great point. Maybe the best out of everybody. Cuddles is so smart. How'd you get her to like you, Aunt?
Yeah,
it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't.
There's a lot of work, a lot of jokes, a lot of bad jokes.
Yes, he does make me laugh. He will, and that I like that.
Yeah. Also, I've never sexually harassed her. That was
no, never.
I saw the way that Russell Brand was going, and I decided to go this way instead, and it's worked out for me so far. So
yeah, and he's too afraid. He knows what I would do to him.
Yeah, also that too. I always tell the story about us play fighting early on, and like you hit me, and I was like, all right, let's stop before people get hurt. But it fucking hurt, It fucking hurt me anyway.
Yep.
Usher going to the Super Bowl. Cuddles actually broke the story to me because again, we were in Philadelphia for the weekend, so I felt like I was under a rock.
Yeah.
But Usher gets named to the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. I don't love it.
I don't know. I don't love it either. I mean, I don't know.
I like
anymore.
Usher. I feel as if Usher is worthy of the Super Bowl. This has been a complaint of mine for a little while. I like it when they make it all about the city. Like,
oh yeah.
When they went to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles and they gave it to Dr. Dre, I love that.
That was the best.
Yeah, and believe me, and I love Eminem. I didn't love that he invited Eminem. Like, I like Dre and Snoop.
What?
Like,
I love Eminem.
I love Eminem too, but give me the West Coast hip hop scene. You're in LA, you gave it to Dr. Dre, but I get it. Eminem is one of Dre's guys. So is 50 Cent. I don't think 50 Cent's from LA, is he?
No, isn't he from New York?
Yeah, I think he is from New York. So 50 Cent was there. So I get it. I get it. But I like it when it's somebody from the area where they're at, and I feel like you go to Vegas, I was kind of hoping for the Killers. I thought the Killers would have been fucking great.
I don't think they're mainstream enough.
I don't think they are too. But here's the weird thing about the Killers. They're not the most popular band in the world, but in this country and in this planet at 1:25 a.m. in the morning at any given bar, people are just fucking singing that Mr. Brightside like nobody's business.
Yes.
I mean, it comes on at a bar at 1:00 in the morning and people are like, I just can't run. And then nobody knows the fucking words, but they're all fucking.
So then who would you choose? Like, who do you think should do, like, other than the Killers? Because I don't think they would do it. Like, who would you choose?
I got to be honest with you. And this is not going to be a popular answer, but you got to have fucking Wayne Newton up there. I don't know how you have a Vegas show.
You want to put Wayne Newton up there? Oh,
I'm not saying
Vegas.
I'm not saying you give him 18 minutes. I'm just saying you got to have that plastic face son of a bitch take the stage for a little bit. People lose their minds. It's Vegas.
I don't know.
Now, Laura says, I'm with you, Aunt. She might have said that before I said the whole Wayne Newton thing. I feel like I feel everybody slowly pulling away from me. But
I don't know. It's so hard because you want to like have something, which I don't know. Because Rihanna, was she really for everyone? I mean, I love Rihanna. Our kids love Rihanna.
Yeah. Barbados. She's from Barbados too. So it's like they're not having a Super Bowl down there. I was surprised with the Rihanna thing too. I think she's big, but not, we're going to start talking about Taylor Swift anyway. We might as well talk. Taylor Swift is Super Bowl halftime worthy.
Yeah. Oh, that would be huge. That would be humongous. And if her little boyfriend there, if this team makes it again,
now
that would be huge.
By the way, she's turned it down. I don't even know how many times. She's refused to do. They've asked her. She's refused to do it. But she's the biggest thing. I mean, I was thinking about this. And I think she's the biggest pop star we've ever had because Like the only person I thought was bigger culturally and economically and all this shit had to be Madonna. And Madonna, I feel like in her heyday, sold out arenas. You know, like Madison
What
Square
about Gaga? What about Lady Gaga?
I guess so. You think Lady Gaga was bigger than Madonna though back in the day?
No, no, no,
Maybe close
no,
an
because
equivalent.
every generation like loves Madonna. Like Uncle Robert's generation is he a Gen X?
I don't know what he is. He's a glory hole X, but
Yeah, God.
yes, I get your point.
Yeah, like that. Everyone loves Madonna. I don't know.
I just
I would love to have like you. I like country music. I would love to have like a big show for like that, but that'll never happen.
it would happen maybe in like Dallas or something if they take it back to Dallas or Tennessee or something. Tennessee, where they took it to Tennessee where the Titans are, just outside of Nashville. That would make a lot of sense to me.
Oh, you get a good Carrie Underwood up there. She's got some legs on her. You get like Luke Bryan. You get some of those big you get some big names, and it'll be huge.
Yeah. Now, all right, J Sabs is with us.
Yes.
Oh, here comes this hoe.
J Sabs, and Cuddles, I want you to do it too. Everybody in the chat, I want you to do it. Rank these three. I feel like we know J Sabs, but I'm hoping she's going to be honest. Madonna, Britney Spears, Lady Gaga. Go biggest to smallest.
Madonna,
Yep.
Britney, Lady Gaga.
I'm going to flip flop Britney and Gaga. I think Gaga.
That's
got
what I
bigger than
think.
Britney.
I think she did too.
The thing is, she has a lot more like attention in the news now.
Who? Gaga?
Yeah. No, Britney.
Oh, Britney.
But I think she went crazy too soon. I think if she would have gotten a little bit more time in before, like, you know, everything that happened with her, I think she could have been just as big.
Well, you're not happy about Usher? I'm sorry, Usher?
Yeah, I like him. I feel like he could have been good, like in a year or two. But my point is, they went to SoFi in Los Angeles. It was a huge deal. I think going to Vegas for the first time ever is a big deal, and I don't know.
I agree. Yeah.
If I would have went Usher on that one.
I'm not Usher would have been like great, like maybe 10 years ago.
All right, I'm seeing some of the votes come in here from Madonna and God. I guess my question is where do you put in those three? Because I feel like those were our three huge pop stars. Like Madonna, 80s and 90s dominated, Britney in the second part of the 90s, early 2000s. And then it was like when Britney started to fade, it was Gaga, and again, surpassing the, I mean, I guess we could throw Beyonce into this too, actually. You probably throw Beyonce into that mix, but she's already done the Super Bowl. I mean, so is Gaga and Britney. Has Madonna done it?
Yeah, I think she has.
I think back in the day, right?
Janine, who would you do? Who would you want to perform at the Super Bowl
this year? I haven't thought about that, but I think that Usher. I like him being there. I do.
More so than Wayne Newton.
Yeah.
My question though is, where do you put Taylor in the Madonna? Like, is Taylor hasn't she surpassed all of them, or are we just?
I would say she has because of her ticket sales.
I know, it's just there's never been a bigger. I've never seen an artist do this.
She's crossed from country to pop. She's still huge in country. She is just huge. She's huge. I don't think you can kind of like her tour is worth billions.
Yep.
I don't think anyone has done what she has done and achieved.
Coco's with us. Taylor is above them all. Taylor has surpassed Madonna, says Christine. Aussie says Taylor as well. Oh, Vicky stopping her Hello Fresh order. Nice. I thought Usher was in jail, Jessica. I don't think Usher's ever been to jail.
Wasn't he in trouble? Or was it? No, no, it wasn't it.
Was he? I
Wasn't
thought he was like a
someone-
super good guy.
I think his wife was a horrible person. Something happened with his ex-wife or something. I don't know. I mean, who's going to perform with him?
I don't know. Let me tell you something too. Like I know I'm dogging him, but he's a phenomenal performer. He's like a fucking great dancer. Like a great dancer.
Yes.
So I think he's going to do a good job. I just wouldn't have gone to him in Vegas first. I would have went to somebody else in Vegas.
Okay, I get it, but that's hard for me to answer. That's a thinking at night while you're trying to fall asleep question.
Got a question? All right. Well, you get back. We got a show on Wednesday. Jay Sabs, you come back to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Frankie C will be back then, right?
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. I don't know. He's on a slow boat from Alaska. What was I gonna say on this topic though? Oh no, Usher would be. I think he's gonna be okay, but I think they jumped the gun because this could have been the year that they got Taylor Swift because of this whole thing.
Yeah, with Kelce brother, whatever,
Now-
Travis.
Now, what do you think of this? I guess we'll start with Jay Sabs. What do you think of Taylor Swift showing up at the game yesterday and turning the whole world upside down?
Ooh. I mean, she knew it was going to happen. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like the worst kept secret.
You think so?
And I got to tell you something. Everybody seems to be loving it. I hate it.
Why?
I don't like it. I feel like there were far too many Taylor Swift song puns thrown into the game yesterday. The cameras on
really?
her every 5 seconds. You know, like Travis Kelce was now he's a great player, but he was insignificant in their game yesterday. He caught a touchdown when they were already up by like 20 something points. And she was jumping up and down like he caught the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. It's like, calm the fuck down. Like
Yeah, but I think that's her. She is like always. You see her at award ceremonies. She is always cheering everyone on. She
That
is
is
like
true.
everyone's cheerleader.
She really is.
100%. And I think that is just her.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this, and you disagree with me if you want. It's not even her fault. It is for the exact reason that you just said, Cuddles. Every award show, it's the same thing. Something's happening on stage. Let's go to Taylor's reaction. Something's going on. Somebody's performing. Let's go to Taylor's reaction. It's like I've just been living with years and years of Taylor's reactions. And now it's going into football, and I can't take it anymore. I just need 5 minutes without Taylor Swift doing the surprise. It's the same fucking face. I feel like if I open a jar of pickles in front of her, she'd be like, oh, the pickle, you know, it's like enough already. You cannot be that fucking excited all the time.
She is. I think she really just is. Maybe you're just miserable all the fucking time.
That might be the case. I don't have to like it. That's for sure.
Okay.
What about this? She's throwing the F word around. She's next to Travis Kelce's mom.
Really? Okay.
And she was screaming, let's fucking go during the game. I kind of thought, hey, you know, take it easy in front of what could be your mom-in-law.
Okay. Mama Kelce has 2 grown-ass sons that have definitely dropped F-bombs. Well, I don't know, because they seem like really nice guys, especially the brother that's on the Eagles. He seems like a really, really, really nice guy. But, like, their mom just looks like she is just the coolest mom. I just want her to be my mom. Can she adopt me?
I guess so. But my thing is, okay, am I the only one who thinks this is going to end poorly?
I do too.
Everybody seems to be like, oh, this is so wonderful and great. Am I the only one looking a year and a half down the line when it's like the album is coming out and she's fucking destroyed him and the Kansas City Chiefs are a nightmare now because of her appearances, and now they broke up, and here comes the, Travis Kelce Sucks album. I feel like this is not going to end well. Am I the only one thinking that?
No, but in one of her songs, I believe she says, "You'll be 87 and I'll be 89 or 80 something." And he wears 87.
He does.
Is that what he 87, right? And I think she had the jersey for 89.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she said, "You'll be 87." He's number 87. So maybe, but it's going to be hard for her to settle down. Like, how do you settle down and like date and marry Taylor Swift?
I just don't think you can. I just don't think you can. I don't know if she I don't know if she's capable, of doing the whole thing. Adele too. I just think there are some people, right? Like there are some people where their profession is more important than their personal life. Like look at Tom Cruise. I don't think Tom Cruise will ever be married and happy. Like
he's not a really good example.
But his happiness is almost killing him. It's is almost killing himself doing a stunt on a movie. Like that's where that guy is happy. I think Adele being heartbroken and writing an album, that is actually her happiness. And I think Taylor Swift is one of those people too, where I'm not sure she can really be in a relationship and experience the joy that most people can experience.
Yeah. She can't live a normal life.
I think her strength comes from the heartbreak and being able to write about it and connect with people over it. That's what I think. Now, Bird thinks that Taylor Swift is the leader of the alien lizard people. She's 99% sure. Who's going to argue with that? I could already see a swell in the live chat. Jessica thinks she's definitely a lizard person.
Wow, really? I like it. I mean, people have said that she is
a lizard person.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these lizard people? I don't get it. Are they just lizard people?
Oh, I got to introduce you to one of my friends who's a avid believer in that
there's lizard people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm not going to argue with a Taylor Swift lizard person. That's fine with me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I think she's too nice to be a lizard person.
Listen, I think I think I liked her new album. I like she's tipping fucking truck drivers $200,000 because she sold a bunch of shirts. There's parts of her I really enjoy. I think she's great. But at the same time, I don't know. It annoys me a little bit when like 99% of people are like, "This is fabulous." And I'm like, I don't know. Is it? Because it doesn't. I don't think it's going to end well. All right, moving on. Speaking of not ending well, Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde finalized their divorce.
Oh, I liked them together.
Did you?
I did.
We've been following this off and on. Remember when he served her while she was on stage giving a live talk?
Mm-hmm.
It was fucked up.
God.
Anyway, Daily Mail got a hold of the court filings. Take a guess at how much Jason Sudeikis has to pay in monthly child support.
$15,000.
$54,000.
We'll split the difference. $27,500.
Wow.
He has to give her?
He has to give her for child support for two children.
Oh, okay.
Now, call me crazy, but $27,500 times 12 is $330,000. What the fuck are these kids doing that they need $330K?
Well, doesn't he's got to put a roof over their head. Maybe if they go to private school, that could be a couple $1,000s a month per child. If there's a nanny, maybe. It adds up. They had, you know.
I mean, I know we have no money because of our kids, but it's not like they're costing us $300K a year. I mean, I
That's
know
what they do.
kids are expensive, and I know they basically eat the soul out of a person, but
Oh,
still.
yeah.
Those soul suckers.
J-Sabs, I don't know if we could talk about this, but I saw the last video you posted of your kids, and it was hysterical.
Let me just tell you something. I'm not kidding you. The way that they acted today, first I was like, oh, okay, like a day off, like, you know. I want to tell you something. I wanted to just, I don't even know. I don't even know words to explain how they were acting in Target. I began to scream out, does anybody have a tranquilizer gun? Because I was begging for one.
Why do you take them out then?
Right. Because I'll tell you why. Because sometimes it's easier to just be out with them acting like I'd rather be out with them acting like jerks than be at home acting like jerks, because at least when I'm out, there's other people to like complain to. When I'm home, I can't escape them. So
can I just tell you something? Well, for people who don't know, we had a Jewish holiday today, and a lot of New York schools were off.
The public schools.
Yeah, I don't know if the whole country does that, but here they do it. So
they don't do it. No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. And like we just came from Philly, and like everybody over there was like going to work and going to school. So I don't know, maybe, but and then can I describe the video, Janine?
Go ahead.
Janine just was like she was in Target, and a song comes on, and the girls are like dancing, so she puts the camera on them, and the next thing you know, her one daughter turns around, bends over, and starts twerking. But can I just say, I am with Janine, and Cuddles is not. When we have a day when it's like we're all home, there's something about being home that I feel like pulls the worst out of your children.
Yep.
They act more horrific. That's why it's like you could ask Cuddles. I'm like, I don't know, let's go to the park. I'll take him to the fucking library. Like, I'll go anywhere. I don't give a shit. Yep. It's just that middle 2-3 hours to break up the day where you take them to another location, I feel like alleviates things so much than when you're at home and you hit that 2 or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour, and they are just impossible to deal with.
Well, let me just tell you, the little one, right? She's kind of had like big changes. You know, she's going to school full time. You know, she's 3. She's not, see, that's the thing too. She's kind of like on the younger side for pre-K, because she's not 4 yet. She's only 3 still. So her day is a long day. It's 9 to 2:35 every day. Okay, so that's like a big change, right?
That's a big adjustment. Yeah.
She stopped using her binky.
Yay!
Which is also a huge thing. And then
I hope to get there one day, but yeah, go ahead.
I know. We're getting the older one. Finally, we're getting the older one out of her crib. Oh my God, I know. How embarrassing is that? But you know what? She never tried to climb out before. She's still been in a crib, the 5-year-old. So we're getting her a bed, and the little one got jealous.
Mm.
And I'm like, well, not just yet. So what we did is we converted her crib to like a toddler bed, you know, like the side rail, like just a little, so she can get out and in. So that's also like a whole new big thing for her too. So, but thankfully, knock on wood, because I honestly, part of it was like, I don't really want to have them climb in and out of bed all night. They have not. Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. So,
do you know something? That's the biggest bullshit lie of parenting that's told.
What? What?
The crib to the bed portion, because if I can give somebody advice, do it way earlier than you think it. Like when I think about, we watched our daughter, like, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage over top the fucking crib
Yeah.
thing, you know?
Oh
And
God.
it's so fucking dangerous. I wish we would have just switched to a bed a couple of months earlier and not have to worry about it.
They never tried to get out of their crib.
No, never. That's good
Never.
though.
So they just recently did, and that's why I changed it.
You did the. I feel like the first instance they try and do it, go out the next day and buy a bed. I think you did it right.
Because they never tried, or else I would have been like, okay, fine. But they never tried before, so that's why I was like, and everyone said keep him in there as long as you can until they start trying to climb out. So.
All right, I hate to interrupt the momentum we have going here, but son of a bitch, this is the funniest thing. Diane says the lead story should be that Kathy Griffin has a friend. I don't know how we didn't. I don't know how we didn't get to that line. That's the best line of the episode, Diane. Good for you.
Wait,
congratulations.
She looks horrendous. Oh, I showed. You talking about the picture? Who was she in the picture with?
I don't know who she was, but she came up because she's inserting herself into the Russell Brand thing.
She was with someone. I came up and I showed the roommate. I go, look at her. I go, do you know how that is? He's like, yeah. He's like, she was never good looking. I'm like, I know, but you know what? Also, I think she's on Ozempic too because she got that Ozempic face.
Ooh,
yeah, she definitely is.
There's an Ozempic face.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's what they say there is.
Really?
You can.
I'll probably
get
it too. Yeah, right.
What did you say? I'm probably gonna get it too.
Hopefully, I get it too.
She's such a bitch.
You're not on Ozempic, J-Sabs, are you?
No.
Okay. Because I'll flip a table if we went the whole COVID.
I'm not allowed, J-Sabs.
Now you're getting Ozempic shots.
Oh, come on. Everybody's on it.
I know it seems that way, right?
Not me. My husband doesn't want me to.
Yeah, call me crazy. I want her to keep her bone density and sanity. I know, what a piece of shit.
Right. Keep my sanity. Have you seen our two fucking kids?
I applaud the people that are at least admitting it because there's, like you guys say, there's a ton of people out there doing it that are not talking about that they're on it.
Like, what's her name? Sharon Osbourne. Holy God. She's like, okay, I think it's time to stop it because her face looks just too thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you lose your muscles. You lose,
Now, I wonder, because I know a girl who's on it, but she does work out. She still has like her muscles. So that's why I'm like, So I guess you have to do both. You have to work out and you have to take it.
Well, yeah, it's not because after you stop, you can gain the weight back if you haven't changed your life.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
What's amazing about Kathy Griffin is she was always ugly and disgusting, and she got uglier. That's amazing.
It's like, how's that possible?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you wouldn't think Hitler could become more evil. Right. But she found a way to become more ugly. This is amazing to me. Anyway, I don't know how Olivia Wilde scammed this, because wouldn't you consider Olivia Wilde to be the more successful of the two?
I don't know, because he was on SNL for a long time. Also did movies. So I don't know.
What did she do?
How much she get paid.
I just feel like she was in everything. I feel like she's directed stuff and produced a lot of stuff. I don't know. I just feel like Olivia Wilde has been in a ton of shit. Well, before everybody jumps down my throat. The settlement was based off of his 2023 earnings, where he's estimated to earn $10.5 million, and she's estimated to earn $500,000. How could that be?
What is he doing?
Well, I think he's doing. Is he Ted Lasso? That's him, right?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, is he just getting $10.5 million for Ted Lasso and a bunch of movies? Maybe.
I don't know. No, SNL.
Yeah, but SNL doesn't pay that well. I mean, it's a springboard thing, but it never really pays all that well.
I wonder how much you get paid there. What do you think?
No, I will tell you honestly. They make, when you get on that cast, you're making like $100,000.
Okay.
That's it.
It's not a. It's exactly. People think they're making millions, and they are not. Now $100,000 is a good salary to have, but it's not for TV and what people think. It's not what people think. It's not that big of a salary.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Olivia Wilde has been in a ton of shit. I mean, just like her. Like, I mean, I can't even go on. Like, I could read all the shit that she's been in, but it's like crazy. She was in that HBO show Vinyl that we loved. She was in Super Pets. She was in Tron. She was in Her. Alpha Dog was a pretty big movie. She was
but
in The
maybe
Girl
she
Next Door,
wasn't.
OC.
Maybe she's not making big money in them.
Maybe she's not. I don't know. I have a feeling like she just took a year off and was like, fuck it. This will be the divorce settlement year. I'm not going to work this year. Let that idiot cash in on his stupid Ted Lasso, and I'll take half that Ted Lasso money.
Well, look at what's his name's wife. Not Harrison Ford. Kevin Costner. That fucking bitch. How much money she wanted?
Why? She wanted a lot of money?
Oh my god, she wanted like $75,000 a month. She wanted some insane amount of money. First of all, that's crazy. That's like nuts. But she has like a list of things that she needs to pay for, and
TD Freelancer said the same thing. Cuddles said she wanted 120,000, but settled for 69,000.
That's it. Yeah, but what the fuck?
Oops.
Paige says Olivia Wilde's movies don't make box office money. I guess not.
True.
I guess not. Fucking 800 grand, 500 grand. That's fucking nothing.
Oh.
This is amazing. Ron DeSantis and Gavin Newsom will have a debate on Fox News next month.
Oh God.
We literally have two people. Who? Gavin Newsom, who's the governor of California, and Ron DeSantis, who's the governor of Florida, who at this moment right now, both will not be their party's nominee for president, are going to have a debate on Fox News. Like, there's just so much there. Like, Fox, like, no, it's so much to the fact that nobody gives a shit about the next presidential election that they're like, we just have to find two other people to argue.
That's true.
Because nobody's going to give a shit about these two old guys that are going to probably wind up going at it again.
No, they're not old compared to who's going to fucking run. That's our goddamn archaic.
No, that's what I'm saying. Trump and Biden, who's going to watch that? It'll be like, here's what I think should be the next Trump Biden debate. You get the NPR people to go in there and host it. No audience. And they just whisper. And they do the whole debate like this. And we see who could actually physically stay awake the longest. That's the best idea that you've heard all day long today. I don't care what you say. DeSantis versus Newsom will be on Fox News, and it will be hosted by the great, the wonderful, the charismatic Sean Hannity.
Oh God.
November 30th, Monday on Fox News.
I will not be watching that. Thank you.
So there you go.
I'm going to be washing my hair.
It just feels kind of weird. Like, I don't know. And I also don't know if this is a preamble for when Biden does finally bite it. And then everybody abandons Kamala, that they are going to go right to Gavin. I don't know if this is a preemptive strike for that or what. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what's happening. So
I don't know how I feel about him.
Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
I'll say this, and I love that we got the two ladies on. Everywhere I see, people say he's handsome as fuck.
Nope.
He's got the salt and pepper hair. J-Sab's Google Gavin Newsom. He's got the salt and pepper hair.
I do not find him good looking.
He's tall. People say he's a looker.
No.
Too young for you, J-Sabs? Because he's got salt and pepper hair and he's a little wrinkly.
Too young. Oh, too young.
He's too thin for cuddles. I know that. He's a little bit of a twig. She's not into that.
Ugh.
Maybe.
Mm. Maybe.
So
no,
who's your type of man?
He is
Wait,
too skinny.
Janine, who's your type of man then? You like them older? Like seriously older?
No, I really don't like old men like that. It depends. It depends. If they like to play cards, if they have salt and pepper hair, if they like to go to Atlantic City, Vegas, Florida.
Atlantic City is another place you would probably clean up, like on like a Wednesday or Thursday when everybody's there for their comp days.
I know. Yeah. Why do you think I want to go with my mom in a couple of weeks?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Seriously?
You know what's funny? Oh, God. I'm just thinking about... There was this... It must have been like 2009. We went with... Quick story. I went with my brother, his wife, and my husband. And we went to Atlantic City. I think it was Memorial Day weekend. And we met like this older guy there, right? He had to be in his 80s. Bless you. Me and my sister-in-law danced with him the whole night.
Oh, Lord.
I wonder if I have to still have the pictures. But he was like the cutest old man. Aw, I wonder if he's definitely not alive. He's definitely still not alive.
Have we talked about this though? Because there is an old lady who we used to all dance with.
I know. What was her name?
I don't know. I don't remember, but she was always in like all the clubs. Like I know. What was the one in Trump's place?
Yep.
Casbah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There would just be this 9-year-old woman in Casbah, and like everybody thought it was the most hilarious thing to go and dance with her.
She had blonde hair.
She had blonde hair. Yeah.
I saw her.
Yeah, and she would just be dancing the whole, like everybody would need to go take a break, get a water or something like that, and she would just never get off the middle of the dance floor.
Pretty sure Frank banged her once or twice, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, Frank banged her. I don't even want to say what your brother did to her. And there was that one night where it was Frank and your brother and a few other people.
You know, that's really gross.
That's what I said as I filmed it for E-Bombs World. But yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say, Janine?
This old man, he was having the time of his life dancing with me. And he was, we nicknamed him something really weird. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Wrinkly balls?
No, we named him Cockenspiel.
Cockenspiel.
Why?
I don't know. Oh.
Cockenspiel? I mean, yeah. I don't even...
I'm definitely tagged on Facebook with him.
One time I went to Atlantic City. I don't want to say the names, but I went to Atlantic City with... Well, Cuddles and I went to Atlantic City with a couple of ours.
Oh, yeah.
And the wife intentionally left her husband's clothes at home.
Here we go. I'll never, ever get rid of this, huh?
No, you terrible. Will never live that down.
It's you know what? I don't want to insult you to be out of school. It's something Kathy Griffin would do. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
God.
Wow, that's fucking low, Anthony.
It was a Kathy Griffin move. Paige says Gavin Newsom is too much of a pretty boy. Bird says Gavin looks like he's definitely roofied a drink or 10 in his life.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he seems pretty creepy. He seems like really, really creepy to me. Yeah, he does. Yep, he's definitely roofied.
I'll give you that. Like Gavin Newsom was definitely big into his frat, right? Like there's no way he wasn't in a frat.
Definitely big. His face just screams frat boy.
Yeah.
He just needs to add about 50 pounds.
You know what's weird? Being in a frat, it's almost like every other high school movie that you watch. How that was like not like any of our high schools at all.
Yeah, I know. Like with the lockers? Go ahead.
Yeah, like being in a frat, like I feel like even when I got to college, like the frats and the sororities were not at all like what you see portrayed in movies.
But I don't think that. I think that does happen, but not in New York, not on Long Island or anything like that. I do think that happens in like the South.
Yeah, like do you have to go to like Florida
Alabama,
State or Michigan
like,
or Alabama? Yeah, do you have to go there to
like
get
they're
that?
huge there. Yep, I think so.
Hmm.
Like Tennessee, like all those, I think they're very, very big on all that. Like that was huge on TikTok just weeks ago, was like they were calling it Bama Rush and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff. Like, yeah, like rushing is like I don't get that because I don't like people.
In general.
Yeah, in general, I don't like people, so I'm not going to be nice to people just to get into a sorority because I'll just end up knocking someone's teeth out. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, I just can't stand people.
Well,
I never felt that desire to fit in, which I feel like is what for sororities and fraternities are.
Yeah, it's a sisterhood. It's a brotherhood.
I think we're too New York.
I guess now is not the right time to say that I was in a sorority.
Oh,
were you?
No, I definitely would have been though.
I was gonna say that would have been a bit of a surprise to me. You don't strike me as the type.
Really?
Again, because I feel like our New Yorkness, it's too much of a culty.
It is
like
because I'll be honest. When I used to work in the city, all the people who like were not from New York and used to come from different states, they used to be like, "So what sorority were you in?" I'm like, no, we don't do that here. Like, I feel like that is such a non-New York thing. So you're right, Anthony, on that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us, we go to school just to go to school, go to classes, go home, or we don't have that whole like a part of the school. Like, I'm not going to football games.
Right.
I'm not, that's just not what I'm doing. And it's so weird because now we do that with our own little kids. I have to go to homecoming and I have to go to like a bonfire and for cheerleading and football. Oh my God.
To like people.
No, thank God it's dark so I can hide.
Are you doing that stuff yet, Janine?
No.
She will.
Not yet. Well, your daughter's. Go ahead.
Yeah, but Cecily's only a year older, so you don't have like cheerleading in your. That's like really big out by us.
Not for kindergarten.
Oh, okay.
She didn't do it last year, though, did she?
She didn't do it, but they had.
Okay.
And they have like really like the really high quality like uniforms. Like it cost me like close to $300. And I don't even keep the uniform. I have to give it back.
No.
And they have to wear a certain shirt and shorts and socks. And then in October, it's pink. And
can I tell you something, Janine?
What?
The uniform has become the biggest
scam.
No, the biggest source of anxiety in my life.
Why is that?
Because every time we go out for a cheerleading thing, which has only been 2 or 3 times, just my Cuddles is like, you better not get anything on that fucking you like
yes.
I don't want to say this in front of my kids, but I kind of feel like I'm gonna pay the $300 just so we could ease some of the tension in our family right now.
Oh no. That uniform was not $300. That uniform was a lot more. I swear it was a lot more. And that's why they're still paying off like the freaking bond that they took to pay to buy them.
But the weird thing is like we also, what do they call that? Pandora's box, where you like you force yourself into bad situations. We're also always like, let's go out for breakfast right after cheerleading. And like, sure, let's get some pancakes with syrup. Like we're not helping the situation at all.
Yeah, no. No. Well, that's because freaking goddamn football's at 9:00 in the morning. You have to be there at 8:30. Who wants to get up, do all these things? I got to get her hair up in a high pony and put the bow that they had made that's bigger than her head on her. So you don't want to do all these things.
Mhm.
This is what my life has come to. Is getting everyone ready to get out of the house.
I have a question for the two of you and for the chat. I've been wanting to ask this for a little while.
Oh boy.
And again, this is not because I feel like Janine's going to be like, "Oh, you're such a liberal pussy."
Go ahead. I hear it already.
I don't feel like I don't feel like a pressure to be like, liberal or not liberal or whatever. But here's my question. Do you feel weird at all, Cuddles, about putting our daughter into cheerleading? Because, we tell our daughter she can be whatever she wants. She can grow up to do whatever she wants. Like we are constantly like feeding her confidence. Like I don't want her to feel like a second class citizen at all. I want her to think that she could start a company or be a CEO or be a president, be a teacher, be a cop, whatever she wants to be. She can do it. I kind of want to instill that in her. But and again, I don't feel like bad because I'm like, what's society going to think of me? Because I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. But I do have a little bit of a thing where it's kind of like there is this subversiveness to cheerleading where it's like root on the boys, like cheer the boys on to score a touchdown. Like,
oh God. Am I talking are you sure Frank didn't come in tonight?
I'm telling you, it's not.
Why? She loves it. She likes doing it. She wanted to do this. If she wanted to do deck hockey, which is co-ed, I would be more than happy to buy her everything and let her do deck hockey.
Too.
It does not matter. Whatever she wants to do, I am going to cheer her on.
Me too.
I will be her biggest cheerleader.
I'm happy that she's doing this. She seems happy doing it. But like there's one of the cheers where it's like I don't know what
the boys have the muscles, the coach have the brains, the girls have the cheers to like make you win the game.
Yeah, and like she keeps saying that, and I'm kind of like, fuck that. I'm like, you're pretty like I have this thing of like, I don't want you feeling like you're second to these people. Like you're strong and smart.
Babe, she's 6 years old. She doesn't know what she's saying.
I know.
She has no idea.
You don't think so? You don't think this is putting a little layer of that shit in the base of her development of what she's going to be?
No, I don't think so, because she beat the shit out of your son today, that he was like in a ball practically.
Oh, yeah. See?
She is vicious. Do not mess with her. I do not think so. And half those boys on the flag football team that she's cheering for, that I more than know 100%, she could fuck up those kids in a heartbeat. And she would be on that field.
All right.
She doesn't want to. She wants to cheer. She wants to.
No, and again, listen, I'm happy that she's doing it. I'm happy that she's happy. I'm thrilled. I'm glad that like we get a chance because she, she's 2 years younger than our son. So she's been on the sidelines a lot for his shit. So now this is like the first time where it's like her every week and he gets to be on the sidelines and cheering her on. So I would never, here's the difference. This is why I don't think I'm a liberal pussy. I would never pull her out of this, for that sort of a fear. But there is a little, you can't tell me there's not a little part of you that's kind of like.
No, it makes her very happy. And that's what makes me happy. She's doing something she loves it because not only does she like doing it, she does it with all of her friends and they all cheer each other on. Like they do these little things where she'll be like, okay, so-and-so go, and they'll do like a cartwheel and everyone is cheering them on. Aww. And you have to see the girls' faces. I do not care. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. That makes my daughter happy. She's going to go fucking do it.
Now, what if she wanted to twerk in Target and that made her happy? Would you let her do it?
Yeah, I know. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, that's bad, but nothing was scarier than your second child with the Halloween mask on. Because she is scary to begin with, and then you put that on top, it's twice as bad.
Oh, I like that the better. I thought that was good. I thought she was cute doing that.
She's scary, that child.
No, she's got a good sense of humor on her. I don't know what the fuck.
I know you think she's funny.
I do. I don't know what the fuck her name is, but I like her better than the other one.
Oh God, here we go.
Don't say that.
Twerky McTwerkstein. I like this. I like this funny one better than her.
You're so mean.
I don't give a shit. I'll rank everybody's children right now on this episode. I could care less. I don't know, Janine. Am I? You don't think that's a little? Am I being a pussy here? I feel
Yes.
No, I'll tell you right now. You don't
Right.
like people cheering other people on. I see a pattern. You don't like Taylor Swift because of it. Now you're not gonna like your daughter because you don't like the cheering on of each other. You know what? You are a big liberal pussy.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Again,
Not
I
really,
wouldn't.
not really.
I wouldn't stop her from doing it at all. But I also kind of feel like I don't know. It's like so super traditional, which I like traditional shit too. It's kind of weird, right? Like I do love good traditional stuff. I like traditions and
Who cares what's traditional? It makes her happy.
no,
Right.
I am. I'm thrilled. I am happy. I can't
I
reiterate
get
that enough.
that. I get that. But this little bit of me doesn't like this one cheer that she does, so it's gonna ruin everything. You're
There is.
doing what the Burger King did. The one thing, and it's gonna
No,
ruin
listen.
the whole
No.
thing for you.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not Burger King. I'm not going to go
Yeah,
up to
because
the
you can't
cheerleading
have it your way,
people.
okay?
No. I'm not going to go up to the cheerleading people and be like, "You guys need to change your shit around." I'm not going to do any of it. I'm not going to say a word. But part of me kind of feels like I don't know. I wish they were more to the forefront in all of this. You know, more of like I don't know, a bigger deal for them. Because I'll tell you this too, and I felt this the first time we went to our son's flag football game, where we show up at the flag football game. This is our son's first flag football game 2 years ago, and I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of people here. Like, this is a really big deal. And then after halftime, when the cheerleaders stopped performing, 3/4 of the people left, and I realized, oh, these people are all here for the cheerleaders. Like, it's not, necessarily the flag football people.
Yeah, but like how cute is it at the end of the season when the boys all give a cheerleader a rose as a thank you? Like they
It
do
is.
cute things. Come on. This is what you want to cheer and have kids do.
It is. It's very sweet. I also want them to know that they could be the CEO of their own company too, though. Is that
We
so
tell her
horrible?
that all the time. Janine, he's
What?
just a little salty
Oh well, I know.
because there's a boy on the football team that's in love with his daughter and sings to her.
Okay.
And this little boy is the cutest little boy. He is probably a head shorter than his little girl, and he does not like it, and he gets crazy. And this little boy sits next to Cecilia in class. They've been in class like 3 years in a row now.
Oh, that's cute.
No, it's not. And he's not cute.
He is adorable. He's got platinum blonde hair. Okay?
Oh, that's cute.
Cute as hell.
Not cute. It's all stupid.
And
That
he
kid
loves
should be
Cecilia.
cheering my daughter on. That piece of shit. I am a little salty because I told Cuddles this before. We went away for the weekend, went to Philly, and I think I had a bad weekend.
Oh, why? Tell me. Go into the Philly weekend because it's almost time.
Couple things. There was 2 things that led to it. It fucking rained.
I know. It was horrendous.
The weather, and it was really bad because we thought we were like, oh, are they going to cancel the game? Should we go? Is that we're going to drive all the way over there? They're going to cancel the game. I mean, we're also visiting family at the same time, so it was like we still had that, but it was like we bought tickets to the Mets Phillies game to take the kids to, and it stopped raining enough so that they could play the game, but it literally misted the entire time we were there. So it was like fun, but also kind of annoying at the same time. I felt like it was great that we were all together and the cousins got to be together at the game and we had this great memory. At the same time, I would have just loved it if it didn't fucking mist for 10 minutes so we could eat in pleasure and look at the game.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
There was no cover there at this stadium?
No.
No,
We
it's
were
outside.
in the first row of the 200s, right by the foul line. So I was waiting for a ball to come and hit me in the face.
Oh God, that's
And
how bad it was.
yeah, we were like foul line, 200s, first row. It was so high up that I wouldn't let my kids stand up because I was afraid they were going to like fall over, which I knew they weren't going to. I don't like heights like that. Like I don't like being open and high. So it was really, it was just freezing. There was wind. There were balls. I don't like balls coming at my face. And it was
I never heard a
just
complaint before.
okay. Shut up. So it was quite a day,
Yeah.
quite a weekend.
And like the Mets or the Mets pitching staff, I just had a bad outing all weekend. I was looking forward to a wonderful culinary experience the entire weekend, and I just made every poor decision. It wasn't a good. So we went to go out get the cheesesteaks. We were going to like the place that everybody, like the locals, go to, and it was like a little far. So like I forced Cuddles to go to like the touristy trap place.
Where?
Gino's.
Okay.
It was good.
It wasn't bad. Michael, our son liked it.
Our son liked it. Our daughter did not.
Nope.
Which I was surprised because she's the adventurous food one.
She doesn't like cheese, like melted like that.
Yeah. And then it was just like pouring rain getting to and from the cheesesteak place.
Oh.
Then we went to go look at the Independence Hall. It was pouring rain that whole time. We go to the game and there looked like there was good food all around, but like we had just ate a cheesesteak. So I was waiting to eat like later on in the game. The 7th inning, 8th inning, everything closes.
What?
Like all the food was closed. The beer choice kind of stunk in the state.
The fucking popcorn was going stale because it was so humid and then it was getting wet from the mist. So it wasn't even really good popcorn.
Yeah. It was like wet popcorn.
Oh, there's nothing worse than wet popcorn.
Yep. It wasn't that great. I'm not happy.
Say.
Like we didn't know the good beer places to go. So like the first couple of beers we had were like awful. And then we finally found the good beer place. And then like I said, the food place was closed. I was like going to buy all the kids cotton candy and kind of shit and no cotton candy. Like it was just an off.
When did you go? You went Friday?
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. And you came home today?
We came home. No, we came home on Sunday. That was Saturday.
Last night.
Yeah. So Saturday, then we wound up getting some pizza by my cousins who we stayed with, who we were visiting with, which was, it was pretty good pizza. What was it? The tomato pie that they're known for?
Yeah, it was a tomato.
Yep, that's Philly.
Tomato pie.
Yeah.
It was good.
Which was good, but I'm not a tomato. Like I don't have any issues with the tomato sauce to cheese ratio on a regular pie that we need to have more tomato sauce, but it was good. It was the Cuddles find. I thought it was a good pick. Sunday morning got up and my cousin made breakfast for us and she was like pancakes and eggs and sausages. It was great. Then we go to this Reading Terminal Market. You ever hear of this?
Yes. Wait, no, I didn't hear about it. And then I Googled it today.
Okay. In Philly. And they have like, it's just this huge market that used to be like a train station. And they just let all these vendors come in. There's all these like famed sandwiches. Like second to the Philly cheesesteak is this place that does like a roast pork with broccoli rabe sandwich that I was dreaming of. That place was closed.
Oh, are you kidding me?
There was all sorts of like great like pho and ramen and like all these crazy things. So Cuddles went to this, what was it, a Georgian place?
Yeah, from the country of Georgia. They make like these breads, and inside is it's like baked with this cheese in it, but it's kind of open. It looks like a boat. It's like a bread boat. And
it's like an open calzone, but no ricotta.
Yeah, and then at the end they crack they put like an egg yolk, and then you're supposed to. It was freaking phenomenal. Like
it was
so
delicious.
Good.
But
so good.
That's what Cuddles got. Then my daughter loves spaghetti soup, so we found this ramen place. We got her ramen. The ramen was top notch. My son wanted a cheeseburger. That looked delicious. I got wings and pierogies from this place. It was shit.
Oh, come on.
It was
Yeah.
the worst. I felt like I took a nibble of everybody's, and I was like, everything here is outstanding except for the fucking thing that
Where did he get the burger from? Because I'm looking at it now.
what was it called? Something with an M, Mullins and Molly's or something. It was like a
Molly Malloy's.
Molly Malloy's. That was it. Yeah, Molly
Good.
Malloy's. It looked good, but like you're going around and you're seeing like I'm surprised at how much Asian cuisine there was. There was sushi. There was, like I said, pho.
Yeah.
All this crazy. I'm like, oh my god, I should be having all this stuff. But it's weird. It was like sensory overload. Like you feel like you should be having a cheesesteak.
Yeah, because you're there.
Because you're there, and then you're like, oh, this pork sandwich, but they're closed. And you're just smelling all these things, and then there's so many cookies and
Yeah, there's donuts. I got truffles. How were my truffles, Anthony? I see that you ate 2 of them in it.
I ate 2 of them last night.
Which ones did you have? Did you have the caramel and the tiramisu?
I did have a caramel and a tiramisu truffles. Pretty delightful.
You fucking son of a bitch.
I left you the espresso one. I thought that was classy of me to do that. I know you're a coffee person.
Son of a bitch.
Now that's nice.
It was nice.
I understand what it's like to be a pitcher who goes out there and just gives up 10 runs in the first inning and gets taken out of the game. That's what I felt like my food weekend was like.
You know, because here's the thing. You appreciate food. So that sucks to hear that.
I made every wrong choice. Yeah.
Yes, but we were first made, the mistake that we made is that we thought that we could get in and get out fast.
Of Gino?
Shit doesn't work. No, in the Reading terminal. You need to be there. You need to give it time. You need to walk around and see. We were like, oh, we have to be out in less than an hour. Then we just canceled our play. No, you need like 4 hours there.
Yeah.
Anthony's concept of time is the worst.
So we park and it's an hour parking, and I'm like, we're just going for lunch. It's fine. Like, we're gonna make it. It's fine. Janine, we walked around for 40 minutes before we even placed an order.
No, you can't.
He just does it. He thinks everything can be done in like 15 minutes. And it takes 15 minutes to get the kids out of the car. And it's always, you need hours at everything. Like, and I know that, but he doesn't.
Well, you're a woman.
Yeah, I don't get it. So, but it does have a lot of good things. So if you do go to Philly, you should go. And there's a butcher in there, and there's like seafood and like an herb place, and there was a lot. It was really, really cool.
I never went there though. So I went to Philly once for a soccer game, and it was probably the hottest I've ever been at a game. It was the most humid day. I'm not even kidding you. It was disgusting, right? We stayed there 1 night, 2 nights, and then we had Pats. And we did walk around like, Rocky Steps and stuff, but we never like went into any museum or anything like that. We ate because there's a lot of like good restaurants there, like famous chefs over there.
Yes, yeah, there is.
We ate at one too, and that was pretty good. I believe it was Mexican.
They have great food in Philly, and I feel like we
should have went to one of the restaurants. Oh. How close does your cousin live to like the actual city?
30 minutes.
He is like a half hour away.
Okay.
He's right on the border of Pennsylvania and Jersey.
Okay. Did you actually walk like the town, the city, or whatever, or no?
No, I mean a little bit because we didn't really have a lot of time. It was like we bailed on D'Alessandro's because it was like, well, Gino's is close to Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell where we wanted to take them, and it's close to the sports stadium, so it's like we'll just go there, and that was kind of our thing. And then we were like going to go to like the aquarium with my cousin, and then that didn't really pan out because everybody got up late, so it's like,
and it was raining.
It was raining.
Little kids. Yeah.
Horrible.
I know, but like our son is learning about the Constitution now, and he just did homework with Aunt last week. Mm-hmm. So tomorrow I have to remind him to tell his teacher that he went to Independence Hall and saw the Liberty Bell and all that.
And I didn't realize how much of like a just shitty old white guy I should be excited to vote for Donald Trump. Like I should have the Donald
should be.
Trump starter kit, toilet paper, flag out front. Like I love fucking history so much. I don't know what happened to me. Like I used to be a real human being with interests in art and culture. And now I'm just like, let's watch that. Let's watch this American Revolution.
Watch this and let me just wear my Crocs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to me, Janine. You remember I used to be like a person.
Right. Like a human with a beating heart.
Yeah. Like so we go into the Independence Hall and there's this fucking, you got to see the tour guide. I'm like, this guy's never gotten laid in his life. I'm like, he's wearing glasses, his pants, he's like all, he's like a mess. He's like talking all that. I'm like, who would procreate with this man? I'm like, this is so pathetic. 4 minutes into him talking, and I'm like, I think him and I could be good friends.
He was married.
Was he? I'm like, I feel like him and I can go away together. So the guy, so we were in the Independence Hall and they're like taking us around and they take us into what was the original Senate room. And so it has this like huge carpet on it. And I'm like, it's a really big carpet. And I'm like, I wonder if
she said.
I'm looking at this just huge 70s bush of a carpet.
Right.
And I'm like, I wonder if this is original because this is like a really oversized carpet. And you know when you're like, is this a dumb question? And so I go up to the guy and I go, is this the original carpet? He laughed at me and he goes, oh, no, it wouldn't have lasted. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Carpets don't last too. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Aladdin had a fucking 300-year-old carpet, But he started talking about it. And then next thing I know, we had like a 15-minute, like it was so bad. Cuddles and the two kids were outside waiting for me to finish talking to the guy.
Oh,
yeah,
one of those.
That's how bad. Yeah, because then I was like, well, are the walls original? I'm like, what is original in here?
Did the guy have like a tip jar for you to give, or no?
No.
Yeah, they all do. Okay, this is how much I just hate my children so much. Everywhere in like you go to Philly, like all these historic places, they all just have like a big glass box filled with money that you could just put a couple bucks in.
Right.
And my daughter at the Liberty Bowl goes, Dad, can we do this? And she just points to the thing. And I'm like, go, it's nothing. Like, what do you think is going to fucking happen? Like, she just wants to take my money and give it to somebody else.
No, tell her no.
No, she thought it was like a game or something.
Oh, she did.
She's like, Dad, can we do that? She just got excited of like, oh, look, we can throw money away.
Oh, money.
This will be great. Yeah.
No, she doesn't. No. And then he went into a thing about, we already pay. This is a part of the Parks Department and our tax. And I'm like, she's 6 years old. Okay, she don't know what taxes are. She doesn't know what the Parks Department. All she wants is a slide at the park. She don't want to go. I couldn't. I had to walk away. I had to leave.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I thought they were so getting into it, and I was like, oh my God, this is great. Like they care a little bit. And then my son is like, what do you think we could do next? And we're like,
yeah,
we'd just be going to another historic thing. He's like, what if we skipped the historic thing and just went to a playground? And we're like, all right, get the fucking car. Like it's time.
In the rain.
Yeah.
He's like, what about ice cream?
Oh,
ice cream?
That was the worst. Then so we're in the Reading Terminal Market and Cece picks out a lollipop of some sort. Like Dee gets her a lollipop. And my son is like, oh, there was candy I saw that I want. I literally walked around the whole fucking place and we did not find the candy that he was looking for. And so like we had to leave because we had tickets to the tour that, afterwards. So like we have to go. So she walked out with a lollipop and he walked out with nothing. And you would have just thought it was the end of the world.
Till today, he is still pissed that he did not get ice cream yesterday, did not get candy. And she was like sharing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This kid never forgets. He's going to remind me about this on like his 25th birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell
Never
that's
live it down.
that's going to be the therapy talk 20 years
Oh,
from now.
yeah.
Be like, we went to Philadelphia and that bitch got a lollipop, and what did I get? A kick in
Right.
the ass. Nothing.
Oh. Well,
Bird thinks I'm a grandpa. Paige says our kids are normal. That makes me feel better.
Are they really that normal? Are all kids this shitty?
I don't know, because my daughter, listen to this, Janine. Cecilia goes, "What? How long are we staying for?" And we go, "Coming home tomorrow. Like we're going Saturday. We'll be back Sunday. Why don't we stay like 3 or 4 days?" Because people
Yeah.
like they have to go to work. She's like, "This is not a good vacation." I'm like, "It's not a vacation. It's a weekend getaway."
that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? She's like, "Well, if that's the case," and right, D, she was
Yeah, she got
screaming at
pissed.
me. She was like, "Well, if that's the case, then why do we stay at Universal for so long and Florida for so long?" I'm like, "That
Oh.
was a real vacation."
She's a
Right.
Janine. She is some bitch. Let me tell you this one. And she's finally now snapping at Anthony. She used to be like, "Oh, Daddy's perfect." You know,
him.
she is now. He was taken back because she snapped at him so nasty. I was like,
Oh,
I'm like, go ahead, best friend, go ahead.
right.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Fuck these kids, okay?
Oh, I know.
Okay.
We should
Thank
have just
God they
taken.
go back
Oh,
to school.
you want to laugh, Janine? We go into Philly and we're passing a Target, and the kids are like, "Oh my God, can we go to Target?" It's like,
What?
no, that's the same fucking Target.
Right.
That, you know, they don't get it. And I had a moment with, I don't know if I told you this, D, but I had a moment with my son in the bedroom where I'm like, "You don't understand how lucky you are. Like, we're taking you to all these places to do all these activities and things so you could see all these different things." He's like, "Oh, are you teaching me a life lesson right now?" And I was like, "I don't know if you're fucking with me or not."
Oh, really?
That's
Seriously?
Yeah,
he
that's what he
gets that
said.
from you. He gets that from you. Because what was it? What did you tell me in the car? Janine, he looks over, he goes, "We're making core memories with our children." I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Oh, yeah.
Core
meanwhile, he was
memories.
miserable because his foe wasn't good.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
He's like,
No,
"We're
I
making core memories." Get the fuck out of here.
I don't really blame you.
Oh.
Yeah. What did you do this weekend, Janine? We have to go. I don't have time for this, but what did you do?
I know my friend, my poor friend had a fall party, right? Where last year she did this too, where she was like, she rented a food truck and did like this whole like really nice fall thing for the kids. Like she bought them all pumpkins to decorate. She had all kinds of crafts for them, all this crazy desserts, like great party, right?
Why?
And because she's too nice. That's why.
Yeah, what did she do? She's done something wrong. She killed somebody years ago.
No, she's just. Meanwhile, she's like, she knew it was going to rain, and she's like, "Do you think I should cancel? I don't know what to do." She's like back and forth, and I'm like, "Oh, I feel bad," but she ended up not canceling it, and it was in the house, and it was fine because the food truck parked right up next to the house, so basically you didn't get wet at all. And she has a pretty big house, so it turned out good. But I know that she wanted to do it outside, so I felt really bad for her. But it was still good. It was still good. So, I know. I felt so bad.
So what are you saying? You had good food all weekend? You made great food decisions?
I mean, I didn't want to say it. Yes, but I actually had a funny experience at Cheesecake Factory on Friday night. I just finished writing my email to them.
Oh my
God.
God. Oh, what are you, my mother? What did you write to them?
All right, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to try to do this as quick as I can.
Go ahead.
I could tell, like, my husband said something about going to eat. I'm like, all right, let's go. We get home. He's like, well, if they keep acting this way, we're not going to go, blah, blah, blah. We told them we're going to go, blah, because they love to go out to eat. They really do, especially the little one. She'll tell you, like, oh, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. So I'm like, okay. So anyway, we go there. My husband's not in a good mood to begin with, right? Of course, because, when is he? And Guy takes 10 minutes to come and take our drink order. Okay, fine. Comes back in 7 minutes, gives me the wrong drink. I'm like, this is not what I ordered. Okay, fine. Another 5 minutes, I get my drink. Okay. Another 10 minutes to order our food. Now, you know it's getting late and they're getting cranky. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, we order our food. And like every other place I've been to knows that you put in the kids' foods first and then you bring it out when it's ready. No, they did not do that. We waited a good half an hour for our food and they brought out the kids' meals with ours. Come on, you don't do that, dum-dum.
No.
Yeah.
So now, okay, now I wouldn't have started my email until this happened. Okay. I didn't eat all my dinner. I was going to pack it up to bring it home. My 2 kids did not eat their dinners. They were going to bring it. They were going to, pack it up to bring it home. Okay. In the past, now this is a new thing. They bring you the stuff and you put it in yourself. Now they changed it. They took away our food and I see our waiter and I see him in the corner of my eye. He drops something and I hear it crash. And I was like, oh, that's our fucking food. That's our food. And my husband's like, no, it's not. I'm like, no, I bet you it is. So I was like, okay. So he comes back. He's like, here you go. Here's all your dinners. I said, oh, thank you. And I'm like, oh, if it was what I was like, maybe I was wrong. Because if it wasn't, he would have said something. Wrong. Get home. The chicken fingers were not there with the fries. And guess whose meal that was? The devil's. So, she was pissed off. Okay.
So he dropped your kids' food leftovers and didn't say, "Oh, let me fire you up a new chicken fingers for the kid."
Nope, he did not.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. So guess what? They got an email. Okay.
Yeah. No, he should have came around and be like, "Can you wait for us to make a new one, or can I just fire you off a $20 gift card so you can get,
right?
Get
how about
chicken finger next time?"
I'm really sorry. Did you hear that loud crash and see me in the corner of your eye? Yeah, that was your food. I'm really sorry. Nope.
That's fucked up.
Where's Cuddles? Did she hear this? She left.
No, she heard it, but
I heard it. I'm sorry. I was just getting a drink. All right, that is fucked up. That is fucked up because that is like 12. That's like 12 o'clock snack at night. So that's fucked up because if you would have gone in there at 12 o'clock for your snack and it's not there, I would be fucking pissed. I would have called that place like enraged. They deserve that email.
Can I say something? And I'm not defending the guy because he should know. I didn't learn about the kids' food coming out first until we had kids. Until people were like, because every waiter was like, and this is again where I just followed my wife's lead because she just knew I don't know how she knew this stuff. She just knew everything about raising our children. They would be like, "Do you want the kids' food with your appetizers?" And she would be like, "Yes." And then I know to answer that. But at the time, I was unaware that was a thing that you did.
Right. I get it. But still, come on.
And a waitress should absolutely know that. That's standard protocol.
Right. So there we go.
But dropping it on the floor and then just like thinking that you won't remember what food you had left over.
Yeah, that's messed up. Now, let me ask you, how excited were you when you were like, "Oh, now I could write the email"?
Oh, I was so
You were thrilled. You were like, "I'm glad they fucked us on these leftovers."
I was like, yeah, you know what? Okay, fine.
All right, what's it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go.
Come on, dude.
What is it going to take to make Janine happy? What's it going to take to erase this hurt?
I want at least a $75 to $100 gift card.
That's not unreasonable. I don't know. I think that's pretty fair.
Thank you. Because and you know what? I can't wait for this. If they write me back and they say we can't do anything, I'd be like, actually, you want to hear something funny? TGI Fridays emailed me a $75 gift card when they messed up. How you like me now?
Yeah, but then you're just going to be telling them that you're a habitual.
I know that. I was like, shit, I can't tell them that. Right. Oh, God.
Oh,
so there you go.
All right. I think that's it. You got anything else?
No.
That's really it.
So you had a great experience at Cheesecake. What did you have at the food truck? What kind of food truck are we talking about?
Oh, you know of this food truck. I'll tell you what they had there. It was really good. They had smash burgers. They had skirt steak tacos.
Oh man.
Ooh.
They had chicken skewers that were good. It was like Asian style sauce. Trying to think. What else? They had mac and cheese. They had fries. They had churros. And there was something else for the main dish too.
God damn it.
I know.
By the way, where the fuck were churros prior to 1992? Did we just invent this? And I have a hard time believing
No.
Right.
Where were churros? When do you remember a churro when you were like 3 or 4?
I don't know.
On Queens Boulevard.
Right. Oh, here we go. Filet mignon sliders.
Filet mignon sliders.
I say mignon.
That took me a second to follow.
And she also had 6 Foot Heroes, which were very good from this place. I'm going to tell you which place it was after. Although people do know them. Here, I'll tell you right now. It's a little dirty, the name of this deli.
Oh, you could say it. Chubb's Meats.
Chubb's Meats.
And it was all good?
Yep.
You
ever have any of the heroes?
I don't.
I've
maybe.
heard about Chubb. I don't think we've ever I don't think we've ever eaten their food and stuff, but I've heard really good things about them.
All right, this is what I want you to do, Anthony. Next weekend, to make up for your shitty food eating weekend this past weekend, I want you to go to Chubb's and I want you to get 2 different heroes for you and Dee to share because they're huge. That's what she said. And I promise you won't be disappointed.
I fucking love it. Can I tell you something else? I passed. There was one of the stalls at the Reading Terminal Market. They were like turkey sandwiches. And I was like, whatever. But it's like on my 4th pass, I'm like, oh, it smells really good. And then I looked and it was like slow roasted. They were frying it too. Like it was real turkey, not like, shitty sliced, cold cut turkey.
Yep.
It was like real turkey with like bacon, lettuce, tomato on this big, beautiful bread. And I'm like, fuck, I should have gotten, I don't know what I was thinking.
See,
go back to Philly. We could go back.
Yeah, we could go back all together.
I hate it. It's ruined. It'll never be good now. You know what? TD Freelancer like the Mignon. You know what else? Where's that fucking food truck derby in like Brooklyn that we always talk about going to? It like pops up on my feed every now. Like, why don't we go to that?
Can it come to Long Island? Do we have to go to Brooklyn?
Can't we just have like real friends that like go places and plan food trips? What happened to us? We're broken. We can't do shit no more.
We're broken.
We are. Our friends suck.
Well, just a few of them.
All right, Rhoda says if we go to Philly again, we got to go to Paisanos.
Okay.
April misses seeing J-Sabs on camera. See, there you go.
I have to figure out this lighting.
No, you keep saying that, but I don't.
Plus, I look like a goddamn mess today. I look like a drowned rat with my hair.
Drowned rat.
This weather.
I don't even know what that means, but I'm going to give it to you.
Your mom.
Chubb's Meats. Did you have like one of each? Did you have the taco and the smash burger? And did you get a little bit of everything?
I didn't eat anything full. I just had bites of things.
God, I love that. That's all I want to do.
I know.
Look how disappointed he is. This poor bastard. Oh.
I fucked it up. It was just terrible. So like when you have those divers at the Olympics and they make a big splash and their whole world is ruined.
Right.
It's like 5 years of training and it's 2 seconds and it's over and they fucked it all up. That's what I feel like. Now I know what Greg Louganis went through.
Oh, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds miserable.
All right. We've all got stuff to Google after the podcast. All right. Jay Sabs, Cuddles, amazing job as always. Everybody in the chat, you guys are fantastic. Replay crew, love you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share it on your socials too, Twitter or X or Truth Social or whatever the fuck, Rumble. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Show me potato salad. Maybe we should go now. Go ahead.